Hello and welcome to another edition of the Daily Tribune's Straight Talk. And for today, we have our very special guest, the spokesman of the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, Director Derrick Carreon. Sir, welcome.
Ma'am, magandang araw po sa inyo. On behalf of Director General Arnold, it's an honor.
Good morning, sir.
Hello, sir.
First up, update lang sa ating kampanya laban sa droga.
Opo. We shared with you a copy of the latest real numbers. In particular, we'd like to focus on the total number of operations done from July 1, 2016 to December 31 of 2019.
Okay.
Operations conducted 153,851 with 223,780 persons arrested. And as always, tinatanong po nila ilan yung official figure ng mga namatay arising from anti-drug operations. The official figure as of December 31, 2019 is at 5,563.
Okay, that's the real number.
Yes, real numbers. And then we have dismantled a total of 506 drug dens and clandestine laboratories. For 2019, isa lang ang Shabu Lab na nadagdag, yung sa NBI. At the close of the year, it was a small-scale laboratory.
Okay.
Other than that, wala pong nadagdag dyan.
So that's the indication na yung production ng illegal drugs dito sa atin.
Medyo nagwe-wane siya.
Okay.
Not to say na wala na, but medyo
Significantly decreased.
nag-shift sila into smuggling.
Okay.
Which as you can see, based on confiscations, saan ba tayo? Before the last. Okay? Confiscated drugs, controlled precursors, essential chemicals, and lab equipment. Total value of 41.55 billion pesos. And of which 32.4 billion is shabu. Yan po. And most of them are arising from smuggling. Like before the end of 2019, sa may malapit po sa Banawe, meron po doon yung may nakuha kaming big volume of drugs in tea bags again.
Yun yung trend ngayon, laging nasa tea bags, ano?
Guanyin Wang, Dagwanin, Kinsiang yung label.
Pag yung mga ganun, sir, ano yun? Smuggled yun.
Smuggled siya. Just like what we got in the Manila International Container Port, about 377 kilos. Ganun na naman. Naka-vacuum seal and then in tea bags. In Ayala, Alabang, there was a buy-bust preceding yung pagpasok doon sa subdivision. Ganun na naman. Chinese tea bags. So, makikita natin, ito yung mga similar to those that were recovered inside the magnetic lifters.
Yes.
Again, in MICP. And in some other large volume confiscations. In fact, we've already subjected many of these to profiling. Yung PNP, may malaking haul yan before the end of the year din, November. 380 kilos.
Yeah.
And then may follow-up pa silang 34 kilos the week after ng PNP Drug Enforcement Group led by Police Brigadier General Romeo Karamat Jr., who is incidentally my cousin. So kami rin tutulungan sa trabaho.
Nasa dugo.
And the last week, sir, I understand, di ba, may nahuli kayong Nigerian
10 kilograms.
na 10 kilos in Quezon City.
Sa Roses Avenue. So ito yung dito nyo nakikita yung mga threat groups natin are still about the same. Nariyan yung Chinese and Filipino-Chinese. We have the African drug syndicates and still the participation of the Mexican drug trafficking organizations. And a big source of their supply comes from the Golden Triangle. The Golden Triangle Drug Syndicate. Bordering yung tri-border ng Thailand, Myanmar, and Lao PDR.
Lao.
Yun.
So all of these confiscations, ang suspecha nyo is smuggled talaga from this group, yung
Opo, from the Golden Triangle.
Using our ports or?
Yes.
Okay.
Primarily ports of entry, seaports. A smaller volume come through the airports, usually by the African drug syndicates. Mail and parcel systems is also being exploited for party drugs coming from Europe and from other sources. And of course, yung coastlines. Yan ang problema natin.
Porous yung ano natin.
It's a challenge to police the very vast Philippine coastlines, with the Philippines being an archipelago. We've studied that long time ago, even during our grade school days. Kung gano'ng kahirap bantayan yan. Pulo-pulo eh.
Tapos considering PDEA is just one
Yes,
maybe one of the smallest law enforcement
we're comparable in size and strength to the National Bureau of Investigation. The total agent strength now would be something like a little over 2,000. The agency strength would be less than 3,000 nationwide. About 2,700. Kasama na dun yung agent component and then the administrative and technical personnel. Right now, we have 2 batches of agents in the academy. Yung 17th batch, they're narrowed down to I think like 72. I don't know the latest number, pero definitely yung huling batch na tinuruan ko, umakit ako last week 55 na lang sila. Nag-take out sila January 31, 62. Kung may nag-quit pa.
Okay. So mababa pa rin yung yung yun, interest ba or mahirap talaga
Ang
makapasok?
training.
Mahirap makapasok, mahirap yung training.
At mahirap magstay.
Mahirap magstay din. Well, in terms of, I would say mahirap magstay kung pilyo ka. At kung hindi mo mamahalin ang serbisyo mo, at ikay kumbaga, you will succumb to temptation. Or you will become worse than what we're sworn to, than those we are sworn to arrest and to bring to justice. In other words, wag marupok ang iyong moral fiber. This job is not for you.
Plus the temptation din siguro from the syndicates, di ba?
Oh, but
Because it's easy money.
But I would say, ma'am, nagaling tayo sa mga taong nagnilbihan sa marangal na nahanap buhay na ito. Lalo na ngayon ang pasahod ng gobyerno. When I entered back 14 years ago, hindi naman ganito kataas ang pasahod ng gobyerno. Ngayon pa, na ang ganda-ganda na ng benefit package ng mga law enforcement agencies and government in general. So I would think it would give you second thoughts kung sasayangin mo yung serbisyo mo.
Pero meron pa rin talagang natitempt.
Well, sadly meron. Yes. PDEA has its own share, yes.
Sir, what can you say about dun sa fake agent ng mga PDEA? Kasi merong mga issue about doon namin lumalabas and they were also using PDEA as an agent.
Marami yan.
Just to recycle. What can you say?
Marami yan. Meron yung, they come in different forms. Like gagawa ng illegal drug activities or illegal activities per se. Then magpapakilalang PDEA. Marami na nangyari dyan. As early as way back in 2008, if I remember, meron na yan. Pinasok yung isang factory ng soft drinks sa Valenzuela. May suot pang uniforme. Kaya nga through the years, nag-evolve itong uniform namin. If you notice, iba na ito. Director General Arnold actually remodeled and re-engineered the PDEA agent uniform such that signature yung lahat. From the shirt to the pants to the belt and the shoes and everything. Kasi talagang ilang beses na yan na nagkaroon ng incidents na ginaya yung green shirt namin. Na talagang blatant na, di ba sa Taguig, maalala nyo yun? Yung meron yung naglakad pa talaga. Na out in the open, armado.
Confident ako.
PDEA green.
Sa likod.
Yun yung old na pure green na Kaya talagang ni-remodel na
So, gaano ka importante yung you have your own academy in training these agents of yours?
Yes, it's very important in that's why PDEA evolved through the years as a result of different agencies that handle the anti-drug campaign and arising from revisions also in the Philippine drug law. To recall, before the enactment of Republic Act 9165 or the Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002, which is the basis for our existence and the new Dangerous Drugs Board. Before that, kaedad ko yung old anti-drug law, which was Republic Act 6425, enacted in 1972. Yan, hula mo na edad ko. So, nag-evolve din nagsimula yung Constabulary Anti-Narcotics Unit, which eventually evolved into the Narcotics Command, and then the PNP NAR Group, and then the forerunner agency of the PDEA, which is ang haba ng pangalan, NDEP Center, National Drug Law Enforcement Prevention and Coordinating Center, led by the then Police Lieutenant General Jewel Canson. May God rest his soul, di ba? And then PDEA came into existence in 2002. Kasama doon yung PDEA Academy. So naging single mission agency na tayo, separate from the police, the NBI, the Bureau of Customs, and the Armed Forces. It's good to have a focused agency, perhaps inspired by or copied from the United States Drug Enforcement Administration, which is a federal authority above the local law enforcement, and then focused on ridding the United States of the illegal drug problem, which course, until now, still exists.
Yes.
Kasi nga, ang problema sa droga, multifaceted na crime siya, which can actually be the basis for obtaining funds for other crimes.
Yes.
That's why there is such a thing as narcoterrorism.
Oh, at saka
Yes.
malaking
Narco
economy,
politics.
di ba? Malaking billions
Yes.
worth of talaga.
Ang puhunan nila maliit,
Malaki ang
and then ang yield nila, lalo na sa methamphetamine, malaki.
Malaki.
Well, even actually for cocaine. And that's why in Colombia, they have plantations in the outskirts. And then, di ba, they smuggle it as well through to different consuming countries. Ganun din na nangyari po sa shabu. In fact, if I recall, sometime in 2013 or 2014, Ambassador William Brownfield visited the country. He's an expert in Latin American relations, having been assigned to Central America and Latin America back then. He actually gave a warning na in the Asia-Pacific region, the situation may turn worse or before it gets better. Dahil nga, there was information indicating that the drug trafficking organizations in the Eastern Hemisphere are looking to move their product westward, and then vice versa. From the Western Hemisphere, methamphetamine may be trafficked to the east in Asia Pacific. And right smack in the middle of that transshipment route is the Philippines.
Okay.
So, and then nangyari na, when we dismantled actually the clandestine laboratory in Ayala, Alabang in 2012, there were early indicators through the bank records na meron na talaga nagfa-fund ng Chinese, yung Hong Kong-based group na nagtayo ng clan lab doon, which had a bigger clandestine laboratory in Parañaque na na-dismantled din in June of 2012, funded by Mexicans pala siya.
Okay.
So yun yung early
Narcos.
participation.
Real life narcos.
Talagang
Speaking, sir, of narco list also was or also become issue last, especially. Is it okay if, especially PDEA was also one of the intelligence agency
Yes.
who is giving parang tinatanong sila pagdating sa yung list ng ating presidente, no? What can you say about yung dun sa pagkakasangkot ng pangalan ni Sir Espinido on
Kasi siya yung tag as parang poster
Poster boy.
boy eh, di ba?
Oh,
Ng
no.
anti-crime,
Well, you know,
illegal drugs
I know.
campaign.
Well, this is anchored on the Philippine National Police's ongoing program of internal cleansing and adjudication, and that's why they narrowed down their list particularly to the police officers who are allegedly involved or have been indicated to have some adverse reports against them, and so. We are leaving that effort to the PNP dahil sabi nga ni Police General Archie Gamboa, hayaan yung gawin muna namin itong proseso namin. In fact, kanina lang umaga, nagkapi kami nung taga-intel namin, natanong ko lang, have they reached out to us? So far, parang talagang sa kanila lang eh.
When they came up with this list.
When they narrowed down this list, I believe they perused from the original list of high-value targets, which numbered up to about 12,000, almost 12,000, of which, based on our real numbers here, 8,500 na yata ang non-neutralize eh. Tingnan natin. Yeah, 8,585 as of December 31. Ito yung non-neutralize na HVTs natin, and there's still about 12,000 current, almost 12,000. Of that 12,000 current, may 357 na police
PNP.
officers. So yun yung kinuha ng PNP, at ngayon ay gusto na nga nila finally ma-determine yung level of involvement kung meron, at kung wala, i-adjudicate na nga at nang maibalik na sa kanilang, kasi di ba,
Yes.
na administrative relief yata, pending the outcome of the investigation.
admin lang.
So, I think it's good na gawin na nga nila yon para once and for all, ma-determine kung sino yung may involvement at wala, at na mapakinabangan uli nila if talagang ma-clear, maibalik sa unit at makapagtrabaho uli. Alam nyo,
and to clean their name.
nakausap ko ang ating mga seasoned operatives, of which katulad ng iyong ama, ma'am, and even although my dad never worked drugs, more on other crimes sila, but seasoned anti-narcotics operatives. Ako rin, having been a regional director also just about less than 3 years ago. Alam niyo po ang malungkot na reality kapag hands-on ka, na yung mga on the ground, actually leading operations. There's also a tendency na marireport ka na may allegation na ikaw ay protector o ganito, dahil nakikita nila na right there on the ground, you're involved in operations.
Nasasaktan sila. May
Oo, so
tinatamaan.
it can be very likely that the adverse report may also be coming from no less than those rival groups na kumbaga jockeying for supremacy,
Tama.
bumping each other off and at the same time wanting to bump off the primary implementors.
Doon papasok, sir, kung gaano ka kalakas yung counterintelligence ng bawat agency, just like the PDEA
Yes,
and
yes.
PNP, di ba?
Nabanggit ni Ma'am Paula, how do we work the list? The list is subject to constant validation and revalidation on a monthly basis through joint intelligence workshops by the interagency task force that is given charge of continuously validating this list. So yan yung apat na agency led by PDEA, and then there's the PNP through their intelligence group. There's the NICA and the Armed Forces of the Philippines through the ISAP. So yan na. Every month. Kasi kailangan niya kukumpletuhin. Kung kunwari tayong apat yan. NICA, PDEA, and ISAP, and then PNP. May folder ako ni Subject A. Meron ka? Meron. Meron sila? Wala. Oh, teka muna. Back to the drawing board. Ganun.
Okay.
So you don't instantly release
Oh. Pag hindi unanimous, you cannot
Wala yun.
completely say na totally validated siya.
no?
Yes.
So, kailangan mag-meet yung apat na agencies on the same
Pag
report.
nagkulang, mamaya malaman pala, teka, based on our verification and validation, iba yung info kay ganito. Wala na.
Oh.
So, bali sa yung ganong validation, usually gaano natin tumatagal bago natin talagang ma-validate siya na, oh, ito talagang sangkot to.
It can happen
Bago
months.
natin
It can
Matagal
take
talaga
months.
yung
It can happen for months.
casing.
On
But there's
end.
also a second validation before
Yes.
it came up
Yes.
to the President's list.
Hindi, bali ang mangyayari dyan, isasabihin mo sa Malacanang. Kasi, do remember, again, once we work this, it may also happen that Malacanang and the
Has-
Office of the President,
its own
being the
list,
Commander-in-Chief, has its own access to a wide array of sources of information and intelligence.
that only he has
Yes.
access
So
to.
sasabihin na naman nila, teka, tingnan nyo ito, baka hindi nyo pa na silip itong angle na to. And who are you to say no when the order emanates from upstairs?
Yes.
So balik talaga tayo. That's why it's called an intelligence cycle. Kasi pa, umiikot lang yan. Until such time talagang sir negative eh. So baka pwede nang may proseso ng adjudication. And that's what the PNP is doing now. Kasi meron talaga dyan mga malamang na ituro lang na hindi naman.
Or like what the PNP said yesterday or the other day at the service, like, this may be a case of the drug syndicates seeking revenge, exacting revenge
Ginigiba
over
kami.
the officers na sila yung nagpapakalat
Oh,
ng mga
not
false
only
info.
Lieutenant Colonel Espinido,
Not
but the
only him.
entire
Yes,
campaign. The
kasi-
entire
oo.
campaign,
Kasi
di ba?
it's from top to bottom eh.
Yes.
Yes.
Meron dyan as low as patrolman. And then all the way up to star rank from what I heard.
Yeah.
O imagine
Na baka may mga sindikato na, kasi nasugatan na sila dun sa mga operations, gaganta sila dun sa mga nag-operate against them.
And as I said, I can relate to that because shortly after my stint in the field, may kwento rin na lumabas na ganyan.
Sa'yo, again
Pati
sa'yo.
kami, sabi ko, ano? Target ko nga yan eh. Ganong kwento. They can actually do that to you.
Okay. So,
Sila mismo, when they find out that you were working on them, they will float some info on the ground.
para masira rin
Na
lang
ako, close ako dyan, kilala ko yan, ganito, ganon.
yung focus mo mawala din sa sa
So for this
trabaho.
357 policemen, sir, talagang wala pang info na hinihingi sa inyo ang
So far, wala pa naman. And I
But should
believe,
they reach out, of course?
definitely we
Yeah.
will collaborate. And it's incumbent upon us and the other agencies involved na kung sakali man hihingi ng tulong, hindi tulungan tayo. Kasi tulungan nga kami sa trabaho sa labas eh. And our biggest partner on the ground remains to be the PNP because of their strength and their presence all the way up to even the smallest political units. And for areas where there are internal security concerns, that's why we have the AFP. Kaya nga like in Central Mindanao, yung unit mismo ng kuya ko, sinusuportahan kami dahil ang hirap kumilos doon na walang suporta ng AFP. Mamamatayan at mamamatayan tayo ng tropa.
Pero currently, sir, yung PDEA has regional offices in all
we
the
do.
regions.
We do have regional offices and our deployment goes as far as provincial offices. Although yung provincial offices natin ngayon, medyo hindi pa fully manned. Pending the release of the new organizational structure and staffing pattern by DBM. Alam mo naman ang DBM.
Yeah.
Pag nag-create ka kasi ng bagong positions, talagang pag-aaralan nila muna ng mabuti yan. Because it will entail manpower
Yes.
and definitely
Budgetary requirements.
personal services or salaries. Eh ang head ng isang provincial office is investigation agent 5 or its equivalent. That's the highest agent position sa amin.
Mm.
It's equivalent to the salary ranges somewhere between police major to police lieutenant colonel.
For a provincial director ng
Mahalos
PDEA.
provincial director. Yun, ang provincial officer.
Provincial officer.
Kasi after that, regional director na yung boss nila.
Okay. So the plan is to have all the provinces covered
Yes.
by PDEA officers.
All 81 provinces
All
and the
81.
5 districts in the National Capital Region
Mm.
also have district officers. Then we will slowly move into manning highly urbanized cities as well.
Separately.
Yes, siguro by then, kapag yan naging fully manned yan, maganda yan unti-unti. Sabi nila, when will there ever come a time na makasuluhin nyo? Perhaps, pag na-spread na natin yung manpower up to highly urbanized cities,
Mm.
unti-unti yan ang mangyayari. Baka gaya na ng USDEA yan. Na yung we will only pick deputized units na lang.
Hindi na mag-ano with the other agencies.
Na-
Kayo na, solo na
Yes.
yung dating sa drugs, kayo na lahat.
Or if ever, yung local coordination na lang with their deputized unit. Kasi ngayon, ganyan din naman actually nangyari. There are only focused units of the PNP and the NBI and the AFP through its counterintelligence assisting us. Except nga, kapag katulad nun, yung critical areas na kailangan ng regular troops on the ground. Like for instance, in Central Mindanao. Mahirap eh.
So, more than 3 years, 42,000, out
Yes.
of the 42,045 barangays in the country, you have cleared
Opo.
17,816.
Success story po yan, sir.
Yeah.
Because when we started out back then, I remember ang total drug cleared barangays natin would be something like a little over 5,000 siguro.
5,000 in 2016.
Oh, mabagal ang usad ng barangay drug clearing noon. I should know. Kasi ang hirap kunin ng suporta ng LGU at ng barangay. Samantalang dapat ang effort nito nagsisimula sa kanila.
barangay.
Yes.
And then, kumbaga, taga-spark lang ang PDEA. Hindi naman dapat kami ang magpapatupad nito, kumbaga na on the ground na step by step. Kumbaga kami yung magsisimula and then we will just supervise them. But again, yes, the oversight committee in the regional level is led by PDEA. Kumbaga pag hindi na meet yung requirements nito, hindi pipirmahan yan ng regional director.
Okay. Bago mag-clear.
And it's a good indicator, no? For 16,053
and we
with
have
17,800 remaining to be cleared
yes.
until 2022.
So are we on target with that?
Yes, we are. It's a challenge. It's an uphill battle. But with the help of the DILG, and pinupukpok na nila kasi kasama na sa seal of good local governance eh.
Yeah.
Yung drug clearing.
Drug clear nila.
Okay.
Hindi uusad din yung effort nila to attain the SGLG kung wala yan. And then yung functionality ng BADAC na sinusupervise ni Yusek RJ Echeverry ng DILG. And then nandiyan pa si Yusek Nino sa Barangay Affairs.
Yes.
Di tulong-tulong na tayo ngayon. It's good.
So, sir, yung mga drug-cleared barangays, of course, you still continue to monitor.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
Yeah.
and what kind of monitoring do you do to,
Yan, constant yan, through the oversight committee ng sa regional level. And up to the LGUs, kausap natin palagi dyan yung mayor na kapag may reported resurgence ng illegal drug activities, they're given up to 30 days to immediately address that. Otherwise, the barangay and definitely the local government unit will revert to affected status. Tatlo po yan eh. Slightly, moderately, seriously affected. Pag slightly affected, it means there is a presence of at least one drug user in the barangay.
so, ganun. Kahit isa lang
Oo,
pala.
moderately affected, bukod sa user, may tulak. Kapag yan, meron ng drug den, may tiyangge, may shabulab, may imbakan ng chemical, or may marijuana plantation, endemic to our home region in the Cordilleras, ay may problema na talaga, seriously affected na yan.
So, has there ever been a case or na may nag-revert?
Meron po reports na may resurgence and that's why intervention is needed. That's why tatlo ang phases kasi ng barangay drug clearing. Pre-operation, operation, and then post-operation. Sa post-operation phase, pinaka-importante rito, yung paglatag ng immediate interventions and safeguards para may preventive measures tayo na pag may resurgence, automatically yan, the BADAC should take charge. Kapag user yan, dali na agad sa voluntary help desk. Then kung may community-based rehab naman kayo, kung kaya namang asawata dyan na kaagad. Pero kung sa evaluation ng drug dependency examination o evaluation niya, kailangan na ng either outpatient or inpatient, dali nyo na kaagad sa rehab center. I mean, that it should collaborate, of course, with the residents and the community and the
Yeah, of
LGU.
course.
Kasi yung family should be the first line of defense against illegal drugs. So hinihikayat natin dyan, problema natin sa Filipino psyche. Kapag may drug user sa isang pamilya, nagiging stigma na, kahihiyan yan, huwag
Yeah.
niyong aminin, huwag niyong ipagsasabi.
Yes.
Itago nyo.
Itago nyo, i-deny nyo.
Nakakahiya eh.
Kahit na nagwawala na yan, nanggugulo na, nagnanakaw na, nananakit na. Hindi, mabait yung anak ko. Oo, mabait nga eh. Didalhin natin sa tamang lugar para talagang tuluyan maging mabait. At hindi yung magiging problema ng lipunan o ng society. Nananakit na riyan, nagnanakaw na riyan.
Yeah.
One thing, sir, yung ating mga tinayo na together with the mayor from Quezon City. Yung ating bahay kalinga for the kid.
Yeah, meron po yan. And then yung pilot natin ng Sagip Batang Solvent is actually in Barangay Clemente or Clemente Subdivision in Novaliches.
Yes, sir.
By July, we expect to turn this over to the Quezon City government. Kasi ito nga na pag-isipan ni Director General Aaron Aquino. Ikaw, you've been covering us for quite a long time. And kayo rin, ma'am, in and out of PDEA. Kayo rin, sir. Ako rin, 14 years in PDEA. And then while in media, ganun na yung problema. Yung mga batang nasa kalye, sabi nga ni Director General Aaron Aquino, these kids are on the streets because their parents want them to earn any kind of amount, whether by legal or illegal means. Ang problema, nagiging vicious cycle. We rescue them, we clean them up, we feed them, we counsel the parents, then release them. Where do they end up the following day?
Streets
Back on
again.
the streets.
Balik ka na eh. Balik
So, sabi ni DG, ano kaya? Magtayo tayo ng Sagip Batang Solvent. We offer them informal education. Kahit na informal lang muna dahil hindi naman natin kaya magbibigay ng full-blown education. But at least we get them out of the streets. We teach them livelihood skills na kung sakali man, may skills yan na gagawa ng pagkakakitaan na hindi mula sa droga. Kaysa ginagawang runner yan, ginagawang
Yes.
courier, or yun na rescue natin sa Navotas early last year when we conducted a rescue operation in Navotas together with an actual anti-drug operation. Imagine yung 12-year-old siya yung nagsisindi ng shabu sa makeshift drug den sa fishport.
sa fishport.
Then natuligsa kami sa social media kasi sabi, pinaraid daw namin yung mga bata. Yung nakuha ang litrato, yung mga bata, nakaganon, naglalakad papunta sa sasakyan para dali namin sa office. Inatsambahan lang ng litrato, ganun napuyat ako, kakasagot ng social media post doon.
Sir, itong Sagip Batang Solvent, isang lugar pa lang.
We have that, and I believe that one will be put up soon in Marikina. It's a slow but sure effort. Kasi alam nyo, sabi nga, actually ito nung nakita ni Mayor Joy, sabi nga niya, alam mo batid namin, alam nyo batid namin, hindi nyo trabaho ito. Hindi trabaho ng PDEA ito, pero we are thankful na sinimulan nyo because we didn't know where to start. Sabi niya, now that at least nasimulan namin, eventually, turn over na namin sa kanila yan.
At least nasimulan na. Yun yung mahirap simulan yung ano.
And sir, ma'am, it caters to children from other cities. Ang maximum capacity nun, 64 lang.
So, are you planning, sir, to have exploratory talks with other
Yes.
LGUs for this?
We're-
Para,
We're in fact encouraging our regional directors to replicate their effort. Ang na-replicate ngayon, yung Balay Silangan. Nationwide na yan. With I think over 64 already. Or over, no. 78 na ba? What's the number here? I didn't check. Yan ang mahirap, hindi ko sinusulyapan. Balay Silangan Reformation Centers. Yan. Ang na-cater na po is 1,144 in the 78 centers nationwide. Unti-unti lumalabas. Kasi ang Balay Silangan is supposed to be for drug offenders. It's not rehab. It's reformation. And the program is to retool the mindset of those na nahikayat na kumbaga sumugal na kumapit sa patalim sa illegal na droga dahil nga walang kabuhayan. Yan ang gusto naman ni Director General Aaron Aquino na baguhin yung mindset nila na may kabuhayan outside of the illegal drug trade.
yes.
Sinimulan niya ito nung regional director siya sa PNP Region 3, Central Luzon. In all the municipalities and cities of Region 3 noon, meron yung bahay pagbabago.
Yes.
Sinimulan sa Bataan ito
Yes.
under then Colonel Sermonia na ngayon ay Director ng
Regional-
Police, Community Affairs and Development Group. Tama ba?
Siya na yata, sir, ang regional director.
Pero nag-regional director na ng Region 3.
Yes.
Bumalik siya dun. Yung dating region ni Sir Aaron.
Can you please clarify, sir, what's the difference nung reformation and rehabilitation?
Pag sinabing reformation kasi, it's more on retooling or baga, renewing the mindset
I-reset natin.
of those involved in illegal drug activities. It's for offenders. It's not necessarily drug users.
Yes.
Kasi pag user, yan yung rehab.
Rehab.
Yeah.
Kumbaga gumagamit. Ito hindi eh.
Ito yung
Hindi gumagamit. Kumbaga ito talaga yung nag-runner o
Runner.
naging nandun sa drug den, naging taga-benta ng paraphernalia or taga-abot ng droga.
Kumbaga, sir, sa pelikula,
Or
ito yung behind the scenes.
Opo, yung nakikita nyo sa mga pelikulang katulad nung Buy Bust or nung contradiction na may drug den, na sila na yung ino-offer yung bahay nila, may pwestuhan, or sila yung nagbebenta ng droga, ng paraphernalia. Yung bahay na nila mismo, ginawa nilang drug den. Dahil wala nang kabuhayan daw. So binabago natin yun through Balay Silangan. Kaya nga tilawag na Balay Silangan kasi Balay, house, east, where Silangan, east, where the sun rises, which signifies hope
Offering you hope.
Yeah.
for them.
A new day, a new beginning.
Na para
for
after
them.
that, we're partnering with several cause-oriented groups na after that, may nagdo-donate ng kagamitan. Like for the ladies, may nagdo-donate ng sewing machines, or they teach them soap making, or they teach them how to do facials, or massage therapy. Para after that, may mag-i-employ sa kanila automatically. Para hindi na sila babalik sa pagtutulak or pagbebenta ng droga or pagiging runners or employees of drug dens.
Okay.
Pero sir, curious lang, do you still meet some resistance from this, na ayaw nilang...
Meron ayaw. As always, pag ayaw, huwag pilitin. But definitely, they will be the continued subject of monitoring and eventual anti-drug operations. Ayaw eh. Anong gagawin natin? That will probably fall under what you call a recidivist offender.
Yeah.
Na ayaw eh. Ayaw magbago. Siguro naman, after having given... Alam nyo, dito nga pumapasok yung the other side of the campaign. Kasi tinatawag na, diba, sinasabi na tapang at malasakit. Saan naman kayo nakakita na under the law, hindi naman sinabi na bigyan mo first, second, third chance yung
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Offender, lalo na. Hindi ba?
Huli agad.
You do the crime, do the time. Saan ka naman nakita rito? Lalo na yung tukhang. Innovation yan eh. Na kinatok mo, pinakiusapan mo pa. It's like giving them a chance to surrender and to reform change their lives. Saan ka naman nakitang pinakiusapan ka na, gusto mo pa ulit-ulit pa. Totoo lang yan. Ito project ng PNP yan, yung double barrel. Hindi naman implementer dyan ng PDEA, pero with due respect to the original concept of double barrel, which entails project high value target and then project tukhang. Yung high value target, yun lang naman yung operation eh. Ang tukhang po ay hindi anti-drug operation. Yan house to house campaign.
Yes.
Kaya actually welcome tayo dun sa mga sinasabing panukala na what if hindi pulis ang kumatok? Fine. Hindi let the barangay lead or let the priest lead it
At least yung mga persons of authority.
or whoever. Let the local government unit or the barangay or the priest or whoever, the pastor, the religious leader, lead the knocking and pleading. But, I would say, dapat may pulis pa rin.
Yeah.
Paano kung natsambahan na nakagamit yung kinakatok mo?
Ayun nga, hindi mo
Biglang nilabasan
Hindi ka
kayo dyan.
nakakasiguro.
O biglang nilabasan kayo dyan ng sumpak. Or, kung may kaya yan, nilabasan ka ng M16. Sinong re-responde? Kawawa yung kumatok. Huwag natin pag-isipan ng, alam niyo, tayo being children of uniformed people, masakit po kasi na ma-stereotype yung
Yes.
kabaro na ang tukhang daw equals patay.
Oo, sir.
Hindi.
And it's that anti-pour daw.
Oo, hindi. Ako alam nyo, ayan pa sinasabi. Bakit mas marami namamatay na nakatsinelas? Ano ba structure ng sindikato?
Yeah.
Of course, they have people below, diba?
Oh yes,
Working for them.
ito ilang ulit din pinaliwanag ni former RD ng NCR na sa Region 10 ngayon. Si Director Wilkins Villanueva because before nagkaroon ng tukhang noon, meron din siyang project nung regional director siya sa Davao. Ganyan na house to house. Tinawag niyang astig ito. Ganun na ganun ang konsepto. Sabi niya, lapitan natin yung identified na bahay ng merong user or yung drug offender and then lalagyan natin ng poster, I support the PDEA anti-drug campaign. Something to that
Positive
effect.
naman ng ano.
O positive reinforcement. Hindi yan yung yung tinuligsan ng human rights na spray paint na
Oh, no, user
may
nakatira.
may
drug
nakatira
pusher.
ditong tulak o ano.
Addict dito.
Huwag ganon. Pero ang sabi nga niya, positive ang reinforcement. I support the PDEA or the PNP anti-drug campaign. Something to that effect. Pero sabi nga, where did you see a government that allows you second chances before they finally operate on you?
Ito lang yan.
Let's give credit where credit is due. And in fact, look at the structure of the drug syndicate to begin with. The top honchos there are really the top of the pyramid. Mas konti yan. At definitely yung mga nasa ibaba.
Tatamaan, marami, mas marami.
Marami dyan talaga yung mga foot soldiers. If you do not address that, it will also still be a problem. Yun yung sinasubjects. Hindi naman natin na knock and plead yung
Nasa taas.
mid-level at saka yung itaas eh.
Yeah.
Although there's an effort, di ba yung sinasabi nila, magtukhang din kayo sa exclusive subdivision.
Pero sir, parang it's a challenge, di ba? Kasi syempre may mga homeowners association yan, mga...
Nagagawa rin naman, pero on a limited note, unlike when you go to a community where
Yes.
even the leaders themselves welcome you. Look, when we operated in Ayala, Alabang, napakahirap kaya namin na surveillance yun. Yung Shabu Lab doon,
Yeah.
and then nagsanga-sanga yun weeks after, di ba magkakasunod yun?
Yes.
May instance pa nga sir, parang years before, di ba? On a technicality kasi...
Iba yun, bypass naman yun.
Oo, di ba?
Iba yun,
Parang
oh.
din.
Yes, sir.
Ganun din.
Pagdating naman po yung mga big operations natin, especially like yung mga ganyan na private, na mahirap mong pasukin.
Well,
Paano natin sila?
meron tayong intervention dyan. Again, it came out during the time of Director General Aaron Aquino when we started engaging through Oplan Kalasag, the owners of condominiums, hotels, bars, restaurants, exclusive condominiums, subdivisions, through their homeowners, managers, security officers. We organize them per city. We invite them, we lecture them on how to detect a clandestine laboratory, how to support the anti-drug campaign through the involvement of your village owners or your homeowners associations and your security officers. Para at least hands-on kayo, involved kayo, malaman nyo kung bakit kailangan kayo makipagtulungan sa amin at hindi nyo dapat hinaharang kapag may otoridad dyan, whether police o kami, na gustong pumunta dyan na makipag-coordinate sa inyo. Ginawa na natin yan, and it's a success story. We've done it in...
Ocean Air.
Yeah, kasi after the successful operation in one exclusive condominium in Pasay, near a very big mall there. Imagine, nakakuha tayo doon ng studio type na unit na ginawang large-scale Shabu laboratory. It's a studio unit. Mas maliit pa rito. Pero ang yield...
Nagiging innovative.
Oo, grabe. Ang
Mga
yield
ngayon
ng unit
diba?
is minimum of 20 kilograms per cycle. Put that at about, per cycle is about
Ilang
1
araw
week.
yan? 1 week ang...
O di in a month, he can do almost 100 kilos.
100 kilos.
Imagine that. And then nilalabas nila nakamaleta yung product.
Finished product.
Na-bypass yun sa may Ross Boulevard. Yung mga, dinadala nila doon yung raw materials and kagamitan, nakakahon. Di yung
Paglabas.
security, hindi napapansin. Como marami kasing residente doon na Chinese. Hindi nila pinapansin.
Paglabas
Naka-luggage bag, ang laki maleta. Yung pala,
Meron pa nga sir, diba, months back, estudyante, college dropout, but he earns thousands per
Oh,
day
yeah.
or per week, diba, na dun lang sa maliit na condo unit
Yes.
din siya
yung nasundan natin na meron pang may-ari pa siya ng chain of Chinese restaurants. He was a franchise holder of 2. I believe at least 2. Na unfortunately namatay yung subject Sa Manila naman to, sa may gawing avenida. Lumaban siya. Medyo malupit ito kasi he deals on party drugs. He organizes private parties.
Tapos nagbebenta.
And then he takes photos and videos with the victims, yung mga pinapagamit niya. Grabe yun.
Mas malala na yan. So again,
Nakakapangilabot.
kulang na naman tayo sa oras. Sir.
Bilis, ano?
Oo, bilis
Alright.
na oras. Para marami pa tayong pwedeng pagkwentuhan. Pero sir, any parting words to our
Well, yes. Again, on behalf of Director General Aaron Aquino, isang karangalan po makasama kayo at makaulayaw sa ganitong very close interaction. The anti-drug campaign has its gains, and while there are points of improvement, they're all well taken. Ang hiling lang po namin sa ating mga kababayan ay tandaan po, ang pagsugpo sa suliranin natin sa illegal na droga ay nakasalalay hindi lamang po sa inyong pamahalaan, ngunit sa bawat mamamayan. Kaya sana po ay makiisa tayo sa ating mga otoridad at pagtulungan po natin na maisalba ang ating bayan at lalong-lalo na ang ating kabataan dito po sa illegal na droga. Dahil kung hindi, aabutin po tayo ng apo ng ating mga apo. Hindi natin mauubos to. So we have to act now. And the only way is to cooperate and join hands with the community, with the government, with all groups. So thank you very much, and God bless you.
Okay, with that, thank you. Until next time, stay talk, the Elite Tribune.